guys, I'm Lily. Welcome to another episode of Marriage Mondays, where I answer your questions and give you advice on how to have a happy and healthy marriage. Today I'm not answering any questions, but I'm talking about love languages. There is a book called The 5 Love Languages, and according to the author, Gary Chapman, he says that there are 5 different ways in which people like to give and receive their love. And the first one is words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, and physical touch. So his theory is that we all associate feeling loved with one of those 5 things. Now, I haven't read the book completely, but there is this little online test which I'm going to send you guys to take where you can figure out what your love language is. Now, I love this idea of love languages because a lot of times the person that you're with, it's not that they're a bad husband or doing all the wrong things. It's just that they're loving you in the wrong way. And this book helps you to realize that. The more that I read up on this and just was all over his website, I was all over it. It helped me to realize that maybe the things that were bothering me about my husband was not that he was such a bad guy. It's that he's loving me in his love language and not in my love language. So a perfect example of this was a story of a man who came home and he washed the dishes for his wife. He took the kids upstairs, gave them a bath. At the end of the night, she sits down and she's like, "I don't feel loved." And the husband's like, "You don't feel loved? I came home, I washed the dishes, I helped you with the kids," and his mind is like blown completely. And she's like, "Yeah, you didn't touch me, you didn't hug me, and I don't feel loved." Right there is a classic example of how they had different love languages. Here the husband felt that by doing the dishes and helping out with the kids, that he was being helpful and loving his wife. But for the wife, that's not how she felt loved. So once you identify what your love language is, then you can let your spouse know that, and that way you can work on them loving you the way that you like to be loved, and vice versa. So I went online, and you can take this little test even from your phone. I'll put a link where you can discover, it walks you through how to figure out what your love language is. And I'll tell you, I did this with my husband, and here's the scary thing, was that what was the most important, my highest love language, what speaks the highest to me about how I feel loved, was on the bottom of the list for my husband. That was the least important thing for him on how he feels loved. And we kind of had like opposite sides of the spectrum. So his was acts of service. If you do an act of service for him, he's just going to feel loved and just like you're the best wife. For me, it's not act of service. You can come home, just like the story. I related a lot with that story. You could come home, sweep, mop, do everything around the house. But if you don't hug me, if you don't love me, I'm just not going to feel loved. I need that physical touch. So it was really funny because it was kind of humorous. I had him take the test too to see like, the most important thing for me was like the least important for him. And so it just kind of got the conversation rolling. And now we have like inside jokes. Like I'll be like, "Babe, are you going to love me in my language?" Anyways, guys, I think that this can totally help you out. Go online. I'm going to leave the links below and take the test. See what your love language is and have your husband take it too. You may have to like force him a little bit. He's going to be like, "What's this, babe?" But just make him take it anyways. That way you could just get the conversation flowing, and then you guys can talk about how you can better love each other. Come back and tell me what your love language was and if you had an aha moment on how to view and look at your relationship differently. Let me know in the comments below. Bye, guys. Did you like this video? If so, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone you know could use Marriage Mondays. And if you're on Instagram, go follow me today at Lily Cupcake. Like always, this video was brought to you by Cupcake Cover Tops.
Hey, this is Donna, and I have come back to buy more cupcakes. They are the most awesome thing I've found. They don't ride up, they're comfortable, they hide the sisters when you don't want anything to show, and I wear them all the time. So, way to go, Lily, great product.